We knew we wanted to be in Grand Rapids. He works here, I work in Kalamazoo. And so we really wanted to find a place that we still felt connected to Grand Rapids.
We looked through a lot of different apartments and we're finding virtual tours, and that was the only way that we were really able to try and feel out a space to see if that's something that we actually wanted.
We were in a tight time frame between when we needed to move in and wanted to tour places.
We requested a tour and then that date wasn't available, and they were like, well, we have something tomorrow. Do you want to do something tomorrow? And we were like, yeah, that's awesome. Within like an hour, we applied, and then an hour after that got approved. Like it was just, and then the next day we signed a lease. Yeah. Like the whole thing was 3 days long. It's the proximity to everything. Like we're right by New Holland. Across the street we have Jolly Pumpkin, and then what is it? Morning Bell,
yeah.
Butcher's Union, O'Toole's, Condado just opened up the road.
The first couple weeks that we moved in, we had friends who were already hanging out at the bars downtown, like downstairs. Mm-hmm. And so it made it so much easier for them to call us and say, hey, come downstairs, we're at the Knickerbocker, you know?
Yeah. Every single time we have a question about something, we get a response in like a half an hour. For me, that's the last thing that you want to worry about when you live in an apartment, is like, you want to just be able to live here and not worry about getting things fixed or worry about, you know, waiting a week to respond to doing something in your apartment.
You can just tell that everything from the finishes to the appliances, all of even the open shelving, everything is a more elevated experience from a typical apartment.
Natural light. That was the biggest thing for me. Was like walking and seeing big windows and seeing the place baked in sunlight with these shades up and everything was like probably the biggest impact. We've got a little blanket in the windowsill, and he'll just lay in there in the sun and watch traffic and people walk by all day.
It makes it really pet friendly to me. I mean, we walked in, we were like, this is definitely it.